Area 99 just released and Black Ops 6 actually added in some sneaky new settings to the gameplay. I know you all want to get ahead of the curve and I have the best optimizations possible, so I want to bring that to all of you in the video to show off the best settings in Warzone. Welcome back, ladies and gents. We are back on Black Ops 6 and this will be a controller settings video. Season 1 is here, and if you have not seen my other settings video that was covering the multiplayer side, check that one out as well, but this is going to be for the new Area 99. Now, if you could do me a huge favor and drop a like on this video, subscribe if you are new. We are on the road to 500 subs. I would really appreciate it. Let's dive right in. So I want to show you all some of the gameplay I captured on the Area 99 map and let you know if my settings or tweaks is a huge W. These settings will give you the advantage in the war zone. Check this out.
This is for keeps.
All right, so we're going to start at quick settings. So what you want to do in quick settings is, for starters, if you're on controller, I run a 7-6, 7 horizontal, 6 vertical. I feel like this is really good. I've seen some videos where they run 10-10, 8-8. I feel like 10-10 is super fast, but I mean, hey, this is a personal preference if you want to do that. Button layout. So there is some type of bug going on because I don't have it set to default. It's actually set to tactical. Make sure you switch that to tactical. The biggest thing with switching it to tactical is your melee and finishing move and change stance and slide dive get switched. You don't want to have to slide with circle because that pulls your thumb off of your aiming stick to slide when you can actually slide and dive and shoot at the same time. With omni movement, that's a huge thing that you're going to need to learn or actually just get better at, because sliding and shooting or diving and shooting is a huge W in this game. Controller vibration, I have that turned off. You do not want your controller shaking while you're trying to aim. That's one of the worst things that most new players run into, and they don't understand. I do understand the immersion of playing with vibration on your controller, but actually having it on and playing in a competitive setting, you don't want to have that on. You want clean shots all times. Trigger effect, I have that turned off. You also don't want pressure on your fingers when you're pulling the trigger, so that one I also have turned off. Look inversion, I have that set to standard. Field of view, I have that set to 110. I would go 120, but I mean, 110 feels good for me. This is also a personal preference. However you would like it. If you want more FOV, then definitely turn it up to 120. You'll be able to see just a little bit more, but 110 feels good to me. Master volume, I have that set to 100. Voice chat, I have that set to 0. We don't want to hear any trolls in the chat at all. I mean, if you do, then turn that up. Just don't turn it up too loud. Sometimes it can be annoying, or also sometimes it can actually be distracting. And color customization, I didn't change anything. I have that set to default. I didn't want to change Paratronopia or Detronopia. I didn't want to change it. I know it can change some of the colors in the game, but I kept it default. And in the controller settings, so button layout, I have that set to tactical, as I said before. Stick layout, I have that set to default. Sensitivity 7.6. Simplified controls preset, I have that off. Low motor strain preset, I have that off. Bumper ping, I have that off. Swap L1, R1 with L2, R2, I have that off. I seen a video where they were saying if you play with the bumpers, you're not a real shooter. If you play with those top bumpers and not the triggers, you're not a real shooter. I'm a real shooter, so I play with the triggers. I've been playing with triggers since day one, since PlayStation 1, since Nintendo 64. Yeah, I've been playing with triggers for a while. Controller vibration, turn that off. Trigger effect off. Dead zone input. I have a brand new controller, so I did not touch my dead zones at all. It's an absolute brand new controller. Now that's dead zone input is also something that is more of a controller specific. If you play with those settings too much, you will get stick drift, which is very annoying when you're trying to sit still or you're trying to lock on and aim on a person. It's very annoying when your controller starts drifting away. Under graphics, we will go over to quality. I'm running DLSS. I know other people are running, I believe, Fidelity Cast. It's totally up to you. I'm running a super beast of a PC, so I can literally pick any one of these. I just kept it at DLSS. NVIDIA DLSS frame generation. I could turn that on since I am running a 40 series card. I have it turned off. I don't want too much pressure on my PC while I'm running. VRAM scale target, I have that set to 80. Now this is a big one. All these textures, details and textures. As you can see, I'm running a 4090 PC and I'm running everything on low. Most of things I have here are on low. Literally, if you take a look here. So the reason why I'm doing that is because textures and quality, particles, bullet impacts, all of that stuff takes so much processing power. Give your PC a break. You can literally run this game on low and it would still look absolutely amazing. I am saying this for users that are on PC that have a 40 series plus graphics card. If you're running an old graphics card, you definitely don't want to play this on low. You are going to be running through mashed potatoes the whole game. Everyone's going to look like a Play-Doh character and you're going to be stirring mashed potatoes. But I have it set to low. A lot of my videos that I posted before, I do have these set a lot higher. I mean, sometimes I even play them on ultra. I might even bring some videos to you guys with it on ultra so you can see the highest fidelity the game can give. But right now in Warzone, if you're playing competitively, make sure you set texture to low, texture filter to low, depth of field on. We could turn that off. We don't need depth of field. Detail quality low, particle resolution low, bullet impacts on, persistent effects on, shader quality low, on-demand texture streaming optimized, local texture streaming quality normal, shadow quality low, screen space shadows low, occlusion and screen space lighting low, screen space reflections off, static reflection quality low. Tessellation, I have that set to all. Volumetric quality, I have that low. Deferred physics quality low, weather grid volumes quality low, water quality all. That is my personal preference, but when I turn this on, I kid you not. And under view, we have motion reduction preset set to all, field of view 110, ADS field of view affected, weapon field of view default, third person field of view 90, vehicle field of view default, world motion blur off, weapon motion blur off, first person camera movement set to 50%. Third person camera movement set to 50%. Third person ADS transition, third person ADS is the setting. Inverted flashbang, I have that turned on. I do not want the white screen flashing in my eyes every 5 seconds. I mean, it's a lot worse on multiplayer compared to Warzone, but turning this on just completely makes your screen go black. It's much better if you're playing in front of a monitor. If you're playing on the couch and you have a TV in front of you, it's not that bad if you have it off or on. I mean, the TV's pretty far away, but when you're literally like a foot and a half from your screen, having that white flash is terrible on the eyes. So we have master game volume set to 100, gameplay music volume, I have that set to 0. I'm a veteran in Call of Duty, guys. I've heard it all, played it all. I don't want to hear the gameplay setting or the gameplay music. It's just a personal thing. But if you do like the cinematics inside of your gameplay while you're playing Warzone, make sure to turn that on. It definitely gives a better feel to the game as you will get, music while you're playing. Dialogue volume, I have that to 100. Effects volume, 100. Cinematic music volume, 0. Speakers, headphones, game sound device. That is just default system device. That is my headset that I use. Speaker output, Windows default, enhanced headphones mode. I have that turned off. I heard actually, and I seen a tweet that this mode is actually bugged. So it's actually not doing anything for you. So just a heads up, just turn it off for the moment until they release some patch notes that it's been fixed. Global audio mix, I have that set to Treyarch mix. I do love the sound of the new mix. There is some other things that you can do in here, headphones, bass boost, sucker punch, home theater, but I really love Treyarch mix. It just really sounds really crisp and good. Mono audio, make sure to turn that off. You want stereo audio or your audio will be pushing straight through the headset instead of giving you some stereo effect of left and right, back and forth. You definitely want that. Mute game when minimized, I have that turned off. Mute licensed music, I have that turned on. I need to turn that on. You definitely want to mute copyright music if you are a YouTuber or you're doing content, or your video will be either demonetized or it'll be pulled down. So make sure to turn on mute licensed music. Asymmetrical hearing compensation, I have that turned off. I don't have any hearing issues. So if you do, make sure to turn that on and set the settings for that as you need. Reduced tinnitus sound, I definitely have that turned on because that is really bad. I don't know why it's off, but I guess this is for Warzone. I know I turned it on for multiplayer, but definitely turn that on. You don't want to hit the ringing in your ears all the time. Hit marker preset, I have that set to default. And voice chat, I have that set to 0. Voice chat is on, so when I do want to turn it up, I can actually hear it. Proximity chat is on. Body shield chat is on. Last words chat is on. Game voice channel, I had that set to all lobby, but most of the time I am playing on Discord, so I'm never in a party. Voice chat output device, default system device. Microphone level is set to 52. That is a preference. I use my Arctic wireless headsets and they do great on the microphone levels. If I was to use my Blue Spark mic that I use for my videos, I may want to play with this microphone levels a little bit because this is a XLR mic. It's actually a professional microphone, so I definitely don't play with that, and I don't use it in Warzone. So microphone mode, push to talk, of course, and microphone input device is set to default. Interface, we have visual support preset. I have that turned off. We don't need anything larger. We don't need, menu text size bigger. It just makes things to where you can see a little bit better. Menu prompts, I have that set to automatic. Gameplay tips, I have that on. I don't know why. It's really no biggie on that. I know how to play the game, but if you don't and you need some tips, make sure you hit that subscribe. Skip introduction movie, I have that turned off. I do like the new updates. When the new seasons come out, the little movies and cutscenes that come with it, it's always dope to watch. Skip kill cam, I have that turned off. I do want to see the kill cam. Sometimes you can catch a cheater that way, so make sure you turn that off. Tooltips, I have that turned on. Telemetry, I have that set to custom. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, that's just your FPS counters, so I have all of this turned off. I don't want to see it. I know my game is running really well on my PC, so I don't need to see it. And network in-game alerts and hardware in-game alerts are both turned on. Readability, I have that set to default. Subtitle size, I have it set to default. Menu text size largest, because have you guys ran into the issue when you're doing the camo challenges, and especially with diamond camo, you can't see the challenge, so you have to turn this to largest to actually see the challenge. Text chat size, I have that set to default. Gameplay HUD, make sure you change your minimap to square and not round. It gives you so much more viewability on your minimap, so change that to square. This is very important. Minimap rotation, turn that on. Radar off. Compass type horizontal. Vehicle HUD prompts fade after 10 seconds. In-game text chat, I have that turned on. Players' names, I have it set to full name. Crosshair, definitely turn that on unless we're playing like some hardcore crazy Warzone. And hit marker visuals, I have that turned on. You definitely want to see when you hit somebody. Damage-based hits markers, I have that turned on. Weapon information set to 100. Equipment information set to 100. Player and streak toast, 100. Elimination ID, 100. Medals and notifications, 100. Elimination feed, 100. Score feed, 100. Minimap opacity, 100. This is all just things that pop up on your screen. It's kind of good that they added this in because sometimes you do want to turn off those challenges and things you unlock so it doesn't blur up your screen, so you can actually turn the HUD down on that, which is really nice. Account network, this is more of a personal thing, but we'll go through it. Now, clouded settings, I have this turned on. It just saves your settings to the cloud. As you can see, I've blocked 17 cheaters. And text chat, I have that turned on. Show stream alias, I have that turned on. Dismemberment gore effects, I have that turned on. Party privacy open, friend requests open, whispers privacy open, notification alerts, end user license agreement, and terms of use. Privacy policy. This is all the boring lotta stuff. Guys, this is the best settings that you're going to be able to get in the new Area 99 Season 1 of Black Ops 6. If you enjoyed this video or found this video helpful, make sure you leave a like down below. Also subscribe once again. Now, YouTube has picked out a video just for you to watch, so make sure you sit back and enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one.